Hey y'all, so I have a little bit of refeeding syndrome going on. Um, uh, 60 days after 60 days of fasting, um, you're really only supposed to eat one meal a day for at least the first 14 days, and it should only be fresh fruits and vegetables. Um, it shouldn't be anything cooked. Um, Unless it's broth, which is not really kind of cooking, it's just kind of heating it up. So the meal that I made today for the video, I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking, this is what I want to eat, so I'm going to eat it. And I shouldn't have done that. So what's going on is basically I'm having tinglings in my body. So I basically had to get rid of that food because I don't need to cook anything. So, um, and I definitely shouldn't have had any pasta. That was way too heavy. So I just basically I took some black seed oil, I took some vitamin C, and I took some other herbs that I have. And I've been just drinking a lot of water because I have to flush my system out now. Um, and I probably shouldn't eat anything. Um, Tomorrow I'm going to get some fresh coconut water. I do know that because I need to replace the electrolytes that I've lost throughout this process. Because again, I was not supposed to eat anything cooked. My body's very sensitive right now. Once you have been on a long fast, you can actually taste everything. And I did have cucumber and yellow cherry tomatoes, and they were delicious, and my body loved it. It was like as soon as I put a cucumber in my mouth, that watery vegetable was like, ooh, yummy. We get some nutrition, yay. So basically, I just took a pause in my fasting because I did want to get some nutrition in my body. And that meal that I ate, um, the only thing that seemed like it was okay was the okra. I think that maybe the peppers and onions had pesticides on it or some type of preservatives in them. Um, I did read the ingredients for the okra, but I didn't read the ingredients for the peppers and onions. But a lot of times when any type of vegetable is already cut up, like something like peppers and onions, sometimes they put preservatives or something in them so that they don't stick together. Some type of emulsifiers or something along those lines. So I tasted everything separately, although originally mixed them together. Once I taste them separately, once I tasted something, I felt a tingle. So I just end up throwing the meal in the garbage. Um, and like I said, I don't know if I'm going to eat tomorrow at all. I may just have some coconut oil. I mean, I'm good. Like I said, I took some herbs. I even took some charcoal, again, to help flush my stomach out because I had no business eating anything cooked, especially not a pasta that's not gluten-free and all those things. Um, so, again, this was just a pause anyway because I really want to continue fasting until March 10th. So I just wanted to give myself a few days of some nutrition with some fresh fruits and vegetables, which is what I was supposed to be doing. I was not just supposed to say, "Ooh, it's a free for all, let's eat." I was not supposed to do that. And that's my bad because I did kind of lose control, and it does happen. But I'm not beating myself up about it. Um, I'm just going to continue to flush my body out. And again, like I said, I'm going to go get my coconut oil. Coconut oil. Coconut water. I may actually take a spoonful of coconut oil to help again like lubricate and flush these this toxins out of my body because um, refeeding syndrome is no joke, and so I know better. So um, it's I take full responsibility, and I know that I'm accountable um, for the refeeding syndrome. Like I said, I'm feeling some tingling and numbness. So what you're supposed to do basically at that point is slow down the refeeding process. I overdid it. So I have to slow all the way back down. So that's why I said tomorrow I may not eat anything at all. I may just have my coconut water from the farmer's market and call it a day. Um, then maybe the next day, maybe I'll make sure that it's organic or at least locally grown so I know it doesn't have a bunch of pesticides. Because that's another thing. It seems like maybe the peppers and onions from the dollar store maybe had a lot of pesticides on them, which is very possible because I don't know um, what else I might have been tasting. Also, I did use a cast iron skillet. I don't know if it was too much iron at one point, but again, that shouldn't have happened anyway because I should not be eating cooked food. And as a matter of fact, because I've fasted for so long, I really should spend the next 30 days only eating fresh fruits and vegetables and drinking my water still. Um, and and or going back into a fast. So um, I may just go ahead and today's only Tuesday. I may I don't think I'm gonna eat tomorrow at all. Like I said, maybe Thursday and Friday I'll have some fruits and vegetables, but I may go back into my fasting. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to just water. I do have a powdered um, green food mix. If I do just do water, I will put that in there this time instead of just doing water only. Excuse me. But um, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to smoothies again or liquids, or if I'm just gonna go back into fasting with the green foods. I hadn't figured that part out yet. But I, I know that I deterred my progress at least slightly. And again, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I'm just gonna get back on and ride it out like I'm supposed to. Like I know I'm supposed to, and do what I need to do for my body to heal. And that's just it. Um, Not listening to anybody else who, especially someone who has never fasted before or doesn't know much about fasting. Um, I'm, I'm, I'm relying on the books that I have, um, the research that I've done online, and I have a couple very reliable um, sources that I can connect with in order to get the answers that I need. Um, so, um, again, this is not a free for all, and you know, I wanted to do. I really had a taste for some pasta, and I've been having a taste for it probably all last week, and so um, I was like, okay, while I'm on this break, I'm gonna just go ahead and have this, and I shouldn't have done that, like I said. So again, just get back on the horse and keep going. Not beat yourself up about it if you. I'm not even gonna call it a mess up. Well, it was just not a good choice. We'll say that. I didn't make a good choice. Um, and this video is being posted to help people, to help other people, because refeeding is not talked about enough. Um, there are a lot of videos about fasting, but there are not a lot of videos about refeeding. And basically, whatever amount of time you fast, you should spend half of that time refeeding yourself. So if you fast for 3 days, you should spend a day and a half during refeeding. Refeeding. If you fast for 2 weeks, you should spend at least a week refeeding, and so on and so forth. And really, you should take your time and take it slow. One meal a day. And I think I had three. I had broth, I had vegetables, and then I ate this meal, and I really overdid it. Um, so, don't do like me. I mean, just take your time and really refeed your body the way that you're supposed to. Really, on the first day, it should be like a small salad with like lemon juice and maybe a little bit of olive oil or coconut oil, a very little bit. But really, you shouldn't even have oils that soon. That's just on your first day. A little bit of salt if you feel like you need it. But really, it should just be a very small salad. And a salad that's not high in fiber or carbs. So, like a green leafy vegetable salad. So, like lettuce, you know, tomatoes. Like the cucumbers and tomatoes, those were fine. I had those yesterday. And a few olives for the salt. That was fine. But today I really went overboard. So I don't want you to do that. Um, the, again, knowing certain things about herbs, the herbs that I took, they're helping to help the symptoms subside. And by tomorrow, I should have flushed that out of my system. I will get my coconut water and and get those electrolytes in my body, and continue to drink my water. And yeah, that's it. Um, I don't know, the farmer's market, I went there for the first time last week and got coconut water. And it's very cold in there, and the floors are hard. So I'll need to make sure that I wear some comfortable sneakers and a heavy jacket. Well, not a heavy jacket, but a heavier jacket. Um, I may see if my body will allow me to pick up a few more things, but from the front to where the coconut water station is, and then if I have to stand in the line, that's still a lot on my body right now because I'm still not back to 100% yet. So I don't know if I'll pick up a couple things from there. I'm not sure. It may be like, I don't know. I don't even want to eat. I'm ready to just go back at my fast. I said I was going to give it like a week of going off, like I said, just to give my body some nutrition. I don't even want to. I don't want to. I just want to go back to fasting. But I don't even know if I can find maybe watermelon with seeds in it. Maybe I'll have some watermelon, some watery fruits, if at all. Um, Same thing with the vegetables. Maybe I'll get some lettuce, tomato, and cucumber. Some cherry tomatoes. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know at this point. Um, I just know that I'll be better by in the morning. I need to flush out my body and get those toxins out and just start fresh. Um, so if I decide to eat for the rest of the week, fine. If I don't, I'm just gonna go back into fasting, like I said, with my green foods and water at least. I may do I may do smoothies maybe once or twice a week at this point instead of like every day like I was before. But I need to just focus on one meal at a time, and I think that it would be a good idea if tomorrow I don't eat anything at all, since I was, didn't do the right thing today. So, again, I really just wanted to be helpful because not a lot of people talk about refeeding syndrome, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I think it's called hypoglycemia. Maybe that's the scientific name for it, if I'm not mistaken, or something along those lines. But I don't quote me on that because I'm not exactly sure. I just know that for the rest of the night, I am going to drink water. I am going to go to the farmer's market tomorrow to get my coconut water, and I'm going to take it easy and make sure that I don't overdo it. I'm glad. You know what? I almost started to get some oyster mushrooms and fry them. I'm so glad that I didn't do that. I would have probably really. I would have. Ooh. Yeah, just be gentle with your body after a fast. No matter how long you fasted, but especially if you do an extended fast like I do, just be gentle with your body. Like I said, I just wanted to give myself a break for a week to get some nutrition in my body and go back on the fast. That was my only intention. But it's okay. I'm allowed. And it really, it's a lesson learned. But again, I knew better beforehand. But I was just so excited, like, ooh, let me just have a little bit of pasta. And that wasn't a good idea. So, again, take your time. Be gentle with yourself and be careful when you are refeeding. You do not want to overeat. You do not want to eat um, anything processed. You do not want to have dairy. You should probably wait a few days before you have any nuts or grains as well. It should really just be fresh fruit and vegetables, honestly. And if you're going to do like a juice, it should be a fresh squeezed juice and not like a store-bought juice, unless it comes from someplace like Whole Foods and you know that they have, you know, that the juice came fresh, or the juice was freshly squeezed. I don't know what you're supposed to say. The juice was just pressed. I don't know. Was freshly pressed. How about that? Um, but um, yeah, just just be gentle with yourself when you're refeeding. Be gentle with your body, especially if you're doing it for the purpose of healing. All right, y'all. I feel like I'm rambling and just repeating the same thing over and over again, which I did, and I'm just gonna be quiet now and get off the line. All right, later.